Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. As you've all clicked this video on finding the term kundalini and chakra, and we are going to discuss these terms today. Before we can even begin to explore these profound concepts, it's important to first develop a deep understanding of what they mean and how they are described in the yogic traditions. That's why this video isn't just about theory. We'll also take part in a simple practical meditation to help you experience the journey for yourself. So, find a comfortable place, keep an open mind, and let's begin our exploration into the fascinating world of chakras, nadis, and kundalini. Let's hope at the end of this video something change in you. Before we begin, I'd like to ask you for one small favor. Just bear with me for a moment. I invite you to close your eyes for the next minute. Yes, just 1 minute. Take a slow, deep breath in and gently breathe out. Allow your shoulders to relax. Let your jaw soften. Let your body become still. Now, imagine yourself standing barefoot on the earth. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Visualize the earth as a living source of warmth, calm, and life. Imagine a vibrant green light rising gently from the ground, entering through the soles of your feet. You might imagine it as warmth, coolness, tingling, or simply as a stream of light, whatever feels most natural to you. See this energy slowly filling your legs, moving upward, until it reaches the base of your spine, the very bottom of your backbone, near your tailbone. Now imagine this stream of light continuing its journey upward through the center of your body, rising through your lower abdomen, your stomach, the center of your chest, your throat, the space between your eyebrows, and finally reaching the crown of your head, the very top of your head, as if a gentle light is shining upward into the sky. For just a few moments, simply observe. Observe your breath. Observe your body. Observe your awareness. Now, slowly bring your attention back to the room. Take one more deep breath and gently open your eyes. Whether you felt something profound or simply enjoyed a moment of stillness, you've just experienced what many meditation traditions encourage us to do: pause, turn inward, and observe ourselves. Now, with that experience in mind, let's begin exploring the ancient concepts of chakras, nadis, and kundalini. If you need a little more time, feel free to pause the video here. You can replay these instructions as many times as you like, and once you're comfortable, simply come back and continue watching. The concepts we'll explore throughout this video are much easier to understand if you first experience this short meditation. Think of it as preparing your mind before we dive into the philosophy. And don't worry even if you're feeling stressed, distracted, or short on time today. That's perfectly okay. Even 30 seconds of quiet attention can make a difference. Why am I making this video? Because, at some point, I experienced a profound sense of connection with life, a feeling that led me to ask questions I could no longer ignore. Why do we exist? Is there something beyond the material world we see every day? Beyond our senses, our thoughts, and our ordinary experience? Or are we simply the result of billions of years of cosmic evolution, a universe born from the Big Bang, where life emerged through the process of evolution, just as modern science explains? The truth is, I don't know. And I think admitting that is where every genuine search begins. For thousands of years, philosophers, scientists, mystics, and spiritual seekers have all wrestled with these same questions. Some searched through telescopes, exploring the vastness of the cosmos. Others turned inward through meditation, contemplation, and self-inquiry, believing that the greatest mysteries of the universe might also be found within ourselves. This video isn't about proving one perspective right or another wrong. It's about exploring ideas. Ideas that have survived for centuries. Ideas that have inspired countless seekers. Ideas that I encountered during my own journey of questioning. Today, we'll explore 3 of the most fascinating concepts found in the yogic traditions of India: chakras, kundalini, and nadis. Whether these are spiritual realities, symbolic maps of human consciousness, or something else entirely, I'll leave that for you to decide. So, with an open mind and a curious spirit, let's begin our journey inward. Imagine if the human body is more than muscles, bones, and nerves. Imagine an ancient map that describes a deeper dimension of our existence, a map of energy, awareness, and consciousness. In this video, we're going to explore 3 of the most fascinating concepts from the yogic tradition. Chakras, the 7 major energy centers that are said to influence different aspects of our physical, emotional, and spiritual lives. Kundalini, the dormant spiritual energy, traditionally described as resting at the base of the spine, which yogic traditions say can awaken through dedicated spiritual practice. Nadis, the subtle channels through which prana, or life force, is believed to flow, connecting the entire energetic system. Whether you are curious about yoga, meditation, spirituality, or simply want to understand these ancient teachings, this video will guide you through each concept in a simple and practical way. Let's begin our journey into the inner world. We spend most of our lives exploring the outer world, the world of cities, technology, careers, relationships, and everything we can see, hear, and touch. It is the material world, constantly changing and demanding our attention. But for thousands of years, yogis and sages have spoken of another world that exists just as close our inner world. The inner world is the landscape of our thoughts, emotions, awareness, attention, intuition, and consciousness. It is where every experience is first felt before it becomes action. Every decision, every fear, every dream, and every moment of peace begins within. According to the yogic tradition, the outer world and the inner world are not separate. They continuously influence one another. Peaceful mind can transform how we experience the world around us, while the events of the outer world can shape our emotions, beliefs, and state of mind. Ancient yogic teachings describe the bridge between these two worlds through concepts such as chakras, nadis, and kundalini. These are presented as a subtle map of human experience, a way of understanding how awareness, life energy, and consciousness are believed to flow within us. Whether viewed as a spiritual reality or as a symbolic framework for self-understanding, these teachings invite us to explore the deepest part of ourselves not by traveling to distant places, but by turning our attention inward. Because perhaps the greatest journey we can ever take is not across the world, but into ourselves. In this video, we are not simply listing the chakras or assigning them colors. Our goal is to understand the philosophy behind them and what they represent in the journey of self-awareness. At the same time, it's important to remember that this is only an introduction. The wisdom surrounding chakras has been studied, practiced, debated, and refined for thousands of years. Entire lifetimes have been devoted to understanding these teachings. So, in the next few minutes, we are not claiming to master the subject, we are simply opening the door to one of humanity's richest spiritual traditions. Where did this knowledge come from? Did God reveal it? Was it discovered through meditation? Did it come from another dimension? Or is it simply a symbolic way of understanding the human mind? The honest answer is that different traditions offer different explanations. In the Hindu tradition, the teachings on chakras, nadis, and kundalini are found across texts such as the Upanishads, Yoga Upanishads, and later tantric works. These teachings are traditionally understood as the result of profound spiritual realization by ancient rishis sages who devoted their lives to meditation, contemplation, and yogic practice. Rather than saying they invented these ideas, the tradition holds that they discovered or realized them through direct inner experience. In Sanskrit, this is sometimes described as direct seeing or insight into reality. Many Hindu traditions also believe that the deepest spiritual truths are ultimately rooted in Brahman, the ultimate reality, and that enlightened sages perceived these truths through states of higher consciousness. Some schools describe this wisdom as divinely inspired, while others emphasize direct realization through disciplined practice. In Buddhist traditions, similar subtle body systems developed through meditation and Vajrayana practices. Rather than being presented as revelations from a creator god, they are generally understood as insights gained through deep contemplative experience. While their subtle body concepts differ from Hindu and Buddhist models, they likewise emphasize knowledge attained through spiritual discipline rather than supernatural revelation. According to me, the chakra system can be thought of as a symbolic map of our inner life. Each chakra represents a different aspect of our physical, emotional, psychological, and spiritual experience. Imagine your life as a house. Every room has a different purpose, yet all of them work together. In the same way, each chakra is associated with a different dimension of human experience. When one area of life is neglected, it can affect the balance of the whole system. Let's explore them one by one. 1. Muladhara, the root chakra. Located at the base of the spine, the root chakra is associated with survival, stability, security, and our connection to the physical world. In everyday life, it relates to our basic needs: food, shelter, health, finances, family, and the feeling of being grounded. Building healthy routines, exercising, spending time in nature, and taking care of your physical well-being are traditional practices associated with strengthening this chakra. 2. Svadhisthana, the sacral chakra. Located just below the navel, the sacral chakra is associated with creativity, emotions, relationships, pleasure, and adaptability. In daily life, it influences how we express our emotions, connect with others, and enjoy creativity through music, art, writing, or movement. Practices such as creative expression, emotional awareness, and mindful living are traditionally linked with this chakra. 3. Manipura, the solar plexus chakra. Located in the upper abdomen, this chakra represents confidence, willpower, discipline, courage, and personal transformation. It is reflected in everyday decisions: setting goals, overcoming challenges, taking responsibility, and believing in yourself. Developing self-discipline, exercising, learning new skills, and following through on commitments are practices traditionally associated with this center. 4. Anahata, the heart chakra. Located in the center of the chest, the heart chakra represents love, compassion, forgiveness, gratitude, and empathy. In everyday life, it shapes how we care for ourselves and others, forgive, build relationships, and experience kindness. Gratitude, acts of service, compassion, and loving-kindness meditation are commonly associated with nurturing this chakra. 5. Vishuddha, the throat chakra. Located in the throat, this chakra is associated with communication, truth, authenticity, and self-expression. Every conversation we have reflects this aspect of our lives. Speaking honestly, listening deeply, expressing our thoughts with clarity, and communicating with compassion are traditional ways of cultivating this chakra. 6. Ajna, the third eye chakra. Located between the eyebrows, the third eye chakra is associated with intuition, wisdom, insight, imagination, and inner awareness. In daily life, it relates to understanding situations clearly, learning from experience, reflecting before acting, and developing intuition. Meditation, self-inquiry, mindfulness, and contemplation are practices traditionally connected with this chakra. 7. Sahasrara, the crown chakra. Located at the top of the head, the crown chakra represents spiritual awareness, higher consciousness, and a sense of unity with existence. In everyday life, it is reflected in our search for meaning, purpose, inner peace, and connection to something greater than ourselves. Meditation, contemplation, selfless service, and the study of spiritual teachings are traditionally associated with this chakra. Whether we see the chakras as subtle energy centers, symbolic representations of human psychology, or a spiritual framework for personal growth, they invite us to look inward. Together, these 7 chakras form a map, not of the external world, but of the journey toward understanding ourselves. Now that we understand the chakras, let's talk about nadis. The Sanskrit word nadi means flow, stream, or channel. If chakras are like major energy hubs or intersections, then nadis are the pathways that connect them together. To understand this, imagine the network of veins and arteries in your body. Just as blood vessels carry oxygen and nutrients from your heart to every organ and tissue, yogic traditions describe nadis as subtle channels through which prana, or life force, flows throughout the subtle body. It's important to remember that this is an analogy. Nadis are not physical nerves, veins, or blood vessels that can be seen through modern anatomy. They belong to the subtle body described in yogic philosophy. So what is prana? In yogic traditions, prana is the vital life force that animates all living beings. It is believed to be present in every breath we take, every movement we make, and every living cell. It is not the same as oxygen or electricity, but rather a spiritual concept describing the energy that sustains life itself. According to these traditions, prana continuously flows through thousands of nadis. Ancient texts often mention 72,000 nadis, although some texts describe different numbers. Among these, 3 are considered the most important. Ida nadi begins on the left side of the body and is traditionally associated with calmness, intuition, and the cooling, lunar qualities. Pingala nadi begins on the right side and is associated with activity, vitality, logic, and the warming solar qualities. Running between them is the Sushumna Nadi, the central channel that extends from the base of the spine, near the tailbone, to the crown of the head. This is where the connection to the chakras becomes clear. The 7 major chakras are traditionally described as being located along the path of the Sushumna Nadi. As prana flows through this central channel, it is believed to interact with each chakra, with every chakra representing a different dimension of our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual life. You can imagine it like a railway line. The Sushumna Nadi is the main track. The chakras are the stations along that track. And prana is the train that travels through them, connecting the entire system into one continuous journey. Whether understood literally as subtle energy or symbolically as a map of human awareness, the relationship between nadis and chakras forms one of the central ideas of the yogic tradition. And now, we arrive at perhaps the most mysterious concept of them all, kundalini. The Sanskrit word kundalini comes from kundala, meaning coiled or coiled like a serpent. In the yogic tradition, kundalini is described as a dormant spiritual energy resting at the base of the spine, near the root chakra. For centuries, yogis have described it as an immense inner potential, not something to be feared, but something to be approached with humility, discipline, and respect. According to traditional teachings, when this dormant energy awakens, it begins to rise through the Sushumna Nadi, passing through each chakra. This journey is described not merely as an increase in energy, but as a profound transformation of awareness, perception, and one's understanding of reality. But this naturally raises a series of questions. Is kundalini dangerous? Traditional teachers often say that kundalini itself is not dangerous. However, they also caution that intense spiritual practices undertaken without preparation or guidance can sometimes be psychologically or physically overwhelming. For this reason, many classical traditions emphasize ethical living, meditation, breath control, and gradual practice before attempting advanced yogic techniques. Does kundalini connect us with God? The answer depends on the tradition. Many Hindu schools teach that the culmination of kundalini awakening is the realization of one's deepest nature and union with the ultimate reality, often called Brahman or the divine. In this view, kundalini is not about gaining supernatural powers, it is about awakening to a deeper understanding of consciousness itself. Can kundalini allow us to access higher planes of existence, astral projection, or communicate with celestial beings? Across different spiritual traditions, there are practitioners who report experiences such as visions, profound states of unity, symbolic encounters, out-of-body experiences, or a sense of contact with divine or celestial beings. These experiences have been interpreted in many different ways. Some view them as genuine spiritual encounters, while others understand them as profound states of consciousness or symbolic experiences of the mind. The ancient yogic texts do not present these extraordinary experiences as the ultimate goal. In fact, many warn against becoming attached to them. They teach that even if unusual experiences arise, they should not distract the seeker from the deeper purpose of the path: self-knowledge, wisdom, compassion, and liberation. Perhaps the greatest lesson of kundalini is not that it promises extraordinary experiences, but that it invites an extraordinary transformation of the ordinary person, to become more aware, more compassionate, more disciplined, more peaceful, and perhaps, through that journey, to discover that the answers we spend our lives searching for were never somewhere else, they were waiting to be discovered within. I hope this video gave you some meaningful insights and sparked a sense of curiosity. Remember, this is just the beginning. The topics we've explored today, chakras, nadis, and kundalini, are only a small glimpse into a vast ocean of ancient wisdom. There is so much more to learn, question, and understand. In the coming videos, we'll continue exploring philosophy, consciousness, meditation, spirituality, ancient traditions, and the timeless questions that have fascinated humanity for thousands of years. If you're someone who enjoys asking deeper questions about life and exploring the mysteries of the inner world, I'd love for you to join me on this journey. So, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and let me know in the comments what topic you'd like us to explore next. Until then, stay curious, keep questioning, and let's continue this journey of connecting with our inner selves. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.